I'm Mrs. Brummel. I'm going to be your teacher for Calculus AB. So welcome. I'm out on maternity leave for the month of September, so Mrs. Breeding is going to be your teacher. But wanted to do this intro video just so you guys could kind of see and get to know me a little bit, and hopefully I can kind of help get you started with what you need for calculus. Looking at the roster, I actually know quite a few of you already, so welcome back. And those of you I don't, I look forward to getting to know you when I come back in October. But Miss Breeding is awesome, and you guys are going to be great for this first month without me. But let's get you set up with what you need to get started. Okay, so for this class, things that you need, you really just need a 3-ring binder or a folder of some sort. I'm going to be giving you some notes packets. You guys are very familiar with those. Most math teachers at GHS utilize these. We're going to do the same thing for calculus. So some place to keep those, stay organized. We also are going to have a number of book assignments. So some loose leaf paper where you can do those book assignments is ideal. You also need a graphing calculator. So TI 84 Plus is ideal. If you have questions about if your calculator is acceptable or not, you can look at you can Google it, first of all. But College Board and ACT are two things that kind of restrict certain graphing calculators. So basically it cannot have a computer algebra system. So if it says CAS on it as part of the title, it is prohibited. So make sure you don't have one of those because you won't be able to use it for AP testing or the ACT. So I recommend TI 84 Plus. It's what I'll be using and demonstrating with quite frequently. Okay, to get started, you guys have been given an intro packet. In here has some directions on how to get onto our Google Classroom. This is going to be essential for this class, especially when I'm out, because you guys are going to be relying a decent amount on some tutorial videos to get you through chapter 1. So tutorial videos, weekly assignments, are due dates. There's copies of notes in those videos. I also have keys to all of the assignments, as well as our online textbook. So basically everything you need is on Google Classroom. I'm going to also go there really quick and show you. So on Google Classroom, everything you guys need is under classwork. Course calendar is going to be really your favorite tool that you're going to use a lot. So it has what you're doing every single day. So we had that really short day on September 2nd, okay, where you guys got the intro packet, did the scavenger hunt, and then here was your homework, okay. 9-3, here's what we're doing. Get to know you. You guys are going to do the student profile assignment on Google Classroom, read through this, watch the 1.1 video, and get started on Mod 1, okay. Or I should say, I'm going to actually change that because we technically go by chapters here, chapter 1. Okay. So this is going to be, and you can see the videos are also linked right in here. Also, occasionally there are tasks that we're going to do in class. They're also always linked here so that if you miss or don't finish, you have access to it even when you're not in the classroom. So things you need are linked right on the calendar, but also under each unit. Okay, so here's chapter 1. Copy of the notes packet, copy of the textbook. Here's all the videos for chapter 1, solutions to book assignments, okay? And then certain things will be released as we come across them. Okay, so there's our Google Classroom page. Really important that you guys get on that as soon as you can if you have not already. Make sure you look at the directions to get the code on our intro packet. Okay. The other two resources we're going to use digitally are Achieve. This is just a digital textbook, you guys, but it does have some other kind of cool key features. We're going to actually take at least one, if not 2 quizzes on Achieve. And so how you get to that is through ClassLink. So I'm just going to show you guys that really quick. So ClassLink, hopefully you have that bookmarked. If not, I have the link on our Google Classroom page. You'll sign in with your school email, just like you do everything else, okay? And then Achieve, okay? It's actually not titled Achieve on here, which is confusing. It's Bedford, Freeman, and Worth. That's the title of the book publisher. But it looks like this. It's red with kind of the white wave on it. And so when you guys are in here, this is where you can access your textbook digitally as well. There's also solutions and some videos, different kinds of things. Mine looks a little different than yours, so bear with me. But over here, there's the ebook, okay? And then you can access the book here as well. I will tell you this is a little cleaner looking than the one that I have because I just scanned pages and put them on a Google Classroom. So this one is a little better, but there's some cool techniques like you can take notes on here, you can highlight things. You can sort by chapter, so chapter 1, and then if you hit down, you can go to the very specific section. Okay, so you have this, but I'm going to assign our very first quiz is using Achieve, so just want to make sure you know how to get there and what it is. Okay, next is AP Classroom. So this is a resource that College Board uses to help prepare both students and teachers for the AP exam, okay? The AP exam, and we are going to do maybe a couple kind of practice assessments on AP Classroom as well, especially as we get closer to the AP tests, and we're reviewing for that. And actually, this date is not totally right, you guys. I gotta change this. I'm going to Google it really quick. When is the Calculus AB AP Test 2025? It is slightly different. Oh, maybe I did update it already. All right, Monday, May 12th. Or no, we want 2026, don't we? That was last year's. May 11th. Okay, so we're still on a Monday. Let's update that. Okay, so one thing to know, the difference between Calc AB and Calc BC. Calc AB and BC are essentially the same, but BC will cover 2 additional chapters. And so they go at a faster pace and will cover more content. But the first part is essentially the same course. So AB is the equivalent of Calc 1 at the collegiate level, and Calc BC is the equivalent of Calc 1 and 2. So you're getting 2 credits of collegiate math. Calc AB, you're getting 1. So if you score well enough, which is a 3 or higher, it can replace Calc 1 for you at the university level. There's 2 different sections. There's a multiple choice and a free response. The multiple choice is all on the computer. The free response, the question is on the computer, but you're going to be writing your responses in a test booklet. And our test is Monday, May 11th at 8 a.m. I think we saw. Okay, for this class, your semester grade is very similar to most other math classes you guys have taken at GHS. Math practice, these are assignments, tasks, things that we do collect for a grade. These are graded on completion. You can turn these in late for full credit up until we test. So after we take a test on something, no longer accepting anything from that unit. That makes up 15% of your course grade, okay? Formative assessments, these are quizzes, okay? Make up 20% of your grade. You can correct quizzes for half of your missed points back. So we do quiz corrections in here as well because it's still learning the content. We want to make sure by the time we get to the summative assessment or your chapter tests that you feel really good about the material. And summative assessments you can see make up a big chunk of your semester grade. They are 50% of your semester grade. Tests, if you do better on a test than you do on a quiz, I will replace your quiz score with your test score as well, because that means you've mastered the material by the end of the chapter and you should be rewarded for that. Your semester final, so we will have a final each semester, is 15%, just like all other GHS math classes, and they're going to look a lot like the AP tests. They're going to be a shorter version because they fit into our final exam periods, but they're going to have that same format, multiple choice and free response, and we're going to pull from old AP tests to get those questions. So it's going to really hopefully help prepare you for what you're going to see on the AP exam. The Academic Support Center, I just want to make sure you guys know that this is a resource even for calculus students. Sometimes people are like, oh, the teachers in there can't help me. You guys are super fortunate. I am obviously not there the month of September, but I'm in their Black 1. So I teach calculus, can help with calculus. Also, Mrs. Holman and Mr. Humberger are in their 3rd and 4th. They're alternating. I can't quite remember which is which, but both Blue Days and Black Days. If you go in their 3rd or 4th period, it's Miss Holman or Mr. Humberger. Miss Holman has taught calculus before. Mr. Humberger is our BC Calc teacher. So both of them can help you, and they're great resources. I know most of you have a free period, and oftentimes they are at the end of the day. So please utilize them, especially when I'm gone. Also, prime time is a great time to access those people as well. So general math help, Mr. Humberger also is going to have some calculus help sessions during prime time. So until I get back, those are 2 people you can really utilize to get some additional help. Obviously, I've posted a ton of resources for you to help me teach you guys, but I know it's not the same not being able to ask questions of a teacher. So make sure you utilize Ms. Holman and Mr. Humberger Primetime and ASC to make sure you guys are using this resource, especially while I'm out. I've assigned this ASC visit assignment. Some of you might have had something like this in a previous math class, but you need to visit the ASC and go through a math problem with the teacher in there by the time we take the Chapter 1 test. So this is to make sure you know where it is, that you've made contact with a teacher that can help you, and you have gotten some help. So just to kind of exercise the fact that you are utilizing that resource, I want to make sure you do that this first month. So that assignment is just a completion grade again. You just go do it. It's the back page of your intro packet. You'll just tear it off and turn it in. But that is due when we have our Chapter 1 test on September 25th. I mentioned prime time before, but this is a period scheduled into the day, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. It should be used for extra help, or if you miss class and need some reteaching. It's a great place to make up work or just ask questions on homework assignments. It's a space to work on things with math teacher support if you need it. And the nice thing is it's built into our school day. You don't have to come in at lunch, after school, before school. It's built into your schedule. So take advantage of that, especially if you're struggling and have questions, or if you're absent. Those are great times to take advantage of coming to prime time with a teacher that can help you. My email, you guys, ashley.brummel@bsc7.org. Please don't email me the month of September. I will not respond. But Miss Breeding, again, is your teacher for the month of September. There is her email. All right. That is, and it's, maybe got rid of me. There we go. Okay. That is all just to help you guys get started. Again, I look forward to meeting all of you in October. But please use the resources that are out there. Use that intro packet. Make sure you have everything you need to get started on the right notes. And like I said, I'll see you in October. Thanks for watching.